Oh, now that's blurry. Is that better? Let's work this out a little. Because it looks blurry, and that's better. Oh, is it me? That's why. Hey everyone, I'm going to wait a couple more minutes and I'll get started. I'm going to be speaking for a little bit today about questions that I've been asked this week all around, which is the, hold on, let's get this right. Whoop, hold on, what have I done? Anyway, which is the best diet for 2019? And if any of my mums are on here, come and say hi. You haven't seen the washing that I haven't done in the background. So this time of year can be very overwhelming and challenging for a mum, and a lot of extra food. Hey Chantel, a lot of extra food starts to slip in, and I've already seen it within my groups. Mums starting to feel a bit guilty about, the Christmas parties, the overeating, the non-control factor. And thoughts are starting to arise about, what do I do in January? And I just want to make a really important point that Christmas Day isn't today and it's not tomorrow. In fact, I don't know, what's the date today? How many days? It's like 2 weeks away. So bear in mind that to have control around this time is really important. And I just wanted to give some clarity. Because of this day and age, we are driven by social media pressure, by influencers that are sponsored by, magic shakes or potions. Hey Hannah, magazines that are telling us that we can lose 15 kg in a week, detoxes that are promised to lose, specifically your tummy area. And the mums that I've spoken to this week have been very overwhelmed with their approach to losing weight, and especially becomes very hard when you're not educated. And trust me, I've been there before. That's what made me dive into the industry 10 years ago, to find clarity, but specifically for busy mums. So when I talk about my weight loss approach or busy mums weight loss approach, it is devised for a busy mum. And I think the number one answer to the question of which is the best diet, the answer is going to be which is most sustainable for you and which is going to be the most easiest approach to be consistent. Obviously, if you're in a calorie deficient, protocol, you are going to lose weight. Yes, you can calorie count, but I don't know of too many mums that find calorie counting sustainable around a busy mum life, where many busy mums are just struggling not to drink coffee or wine or skip meals or stop snacking on the kids' food or overeating or not eating or not drinking enough water. A lot of those things are the things that come up within a busy mum life, and therefore they start the Monday diet, something stressful happens, and then they emotionally eat, hey Adriana, and there's an approach where it's just not consistent. So for busy mums, the best approach for you is going to be something that's sustainable around your busy mum life, that incorporates the whole family, because in the end the reality is that our kids need healthy food. If you're exercising, obviously you'll be burning more fat, so that needs to play a part. Yes, you can lose weight by nutrition alone, but as a female, one of the most important things is to increase our muscle mass, because when we get older, our metabolism is sped up by having more muscle mass. And I deal with a lot of clients who, were skinny at a younger age, and then they have kids and they never had to exercise, and suddenly they've had 2-3 kids and they're still eating the same, but they've put on weight because their metabolism is slowing down. So something we have to take into consideration when we're training as a mum is what things can we do to balance our hormones, aid our digestion, sustainable energy, For example, if I have an adrenal fatigued mum, I approach her slightly differently. She might need a bit more carbs. She might need to rest more. She might need to do shorter workouts. So there's all the questions that ask, but I think removing the word diet in 2019 is actually going to be your best approach also, because diets is something that you go on or off. And if you're going on or off something, that's also not creating something that's sustainable. And our busy mum, motto is about aiming for daily consistency. And it's asking those questions: what is it that I can do today to work towards my health? Or what is it that I can do today to manage my stress better? What is it that I can do today to be more organized? What is it that I can do today to drink more water? And being part of a community makes that a lot easier because you're held accountable. And I was speaking to a client today, she felt as though her success was never as good as she was on the 8-week Busy Mum program or our UBM, because she wasn't held accountable to her results. So when she was slipping, there wasn't anyone that she could talk to. So she went back to those negative neural pathways and negative emotions and stress of being a mum and, feeling overwhelmed. And I think that's the hardest thing being a mum, is that we, as a busy mum, the overwhelm is real. Being a busy mum is real. And sometimes it's just, a lot of mums do sabotage with the food because they just don't even know how to, actually think about fitting a 12-minute workout in, because they're constantly in that negative frame of mind or the negative emotions. So then we've got to take it back to consistency. What rituals can I create? What routine can I create? What can I do to get the family involved? Because all those factors play the biggest part in your weight loss and keeping the weight off. And of course you can have a burger, of course you can have a glass of wine, of course you can have chocolate, but if you're having it every day for the wrong reasons, then you're not going to be able to create a sustainable approach going forward. All right, because it's about management. It's about creating that lifestyle. It's about doing everything that you can see yourself in a year doing. If you can't see yourself in a year with your nutrition approach or diet or whatever you want to call it, then you'll only keep searching for diets and diets for the rest of your life. In fact, you probably have wasted thousands on gym memberships, bought every PDF out there. Maybe you've bought isogenics, maybe you've done the celery diet, maybe you've thought you've detoxed or bought some pills for 3 days, because generally speaking, some mums get into their 40s and 50s and they've done over 50 diets. I don't want to be on a diet. I just want to eat real food whenever I want and understand it. So education is there. Kat said her downfall is water. So what I say to my clients when it comes to downfall of water, I get my mums to drink as many herbal teas. I myself use family vitamin C powder to make my water taste nice. I have a routine of when I get up, the first thing that I do is I drink 600 ml of water first thing. I put a cupful of apple cider vinegar, and then I probably try and drink about 1 litre before 9-10 o'clock. And then it's just back to carrying around 1 litre bottle with me or 2 litre bottle, making sure, and I feel dehydrated if I don't drink 2 to 3 litres. And every time you do think of, going for a snack, have a herbal tea, make sure you've either got some protein or a piece of fruit to go with it, so that you're just creating a habit and routine, because that's all it is. If you're creating a habit of not drinking it, that's where your energy will flow. If you're creating a flow of making the effort each day to do it, then, carrying on. Chantel said, that's me. Feel like I have been dieting my whole life with no long-lasting results. Well, that's because, Chantel, you're not creating a lifestyle approach. Your mindset and view on weight loss is about going on or off something. And, as you know yourself, having flexible meals and managing that side of it is key to your success. Because if you're overdoing something, then you've got to look at the reasons why you're doing it. Is it that you're too social? Is it that you're emotional? Is it that, you know, you're letting stress come in? Because that really is the key for a mum, managing your life so that you can have a approach to create that lifestyle, and understanding why we eat healthy food. In the end, so many people on this earth search for their health once it's gone. And, you know, generally that's disease, cancer, heart attacks, deaths, you know, car accidents, because they realize how important health is. So having management, and, you know, whether you do the 80 or 20 rule, you know, whether you calorie count, whatever's going to be sustainable to your approach, but education is the key. And when you understand food, and, you know, this is what my program's all about, ask the questions, you know, ask the questions, and be willing to educate yourself also, because education is something that has to be part of your life every single day. If you don't understand it, then go and, you know, and ask questions or read books. So yeah, what is the best diet for 2019? Something that you can find consistency in, something that doesn't affect your metabolism, something that helps your hormones, something that isn't crazy. Obviously, I'm going to say the Busy Mum program, because that's my program. And we have opened up the 7th of Jan. If you want one of the spaces, we've already sold 20. So yeah, create something that's going to be doable for you. And if you have any questions, let me know. I am, as of Monday, going to be starting a private group for 7 days. And this private group for 7 days, I'm going to be giving you some tools every day to help kickstart your 2019. And this is the group here. I'm just going to post it up. I'll change that. So if you're wanting any of my UBM members, don't bother joining this group, because you're going to get more value next week and over the next few weeks. This group is for newbies who are wanting to change their life. We're going to go through 7 steps to help you make 2019 incredible. But for any of my UBM or 8-week members, don't worry, we are going to be leveling it up even more so in our private groups as well. So for those that want to join a free 7 days on Monday to change your life, you can. Chantel, I love your Busy Mum program. It really works. Thank you, beautiful. And I love it how you show up and you stay accountable and you do ask the right questions. Yeah, I don't agree with X50 green tea energy drinks, because yeah, I don't agree with anything that affects any cortisol or the adrenal system for a busy mum, and yeah, I just don't agree with them. Can you give me some snack ideas? Of course, Kat. I mean, look, having fruit, nuts, eggs, maybe you can make some homemade healthy protein bars or balls. Make sure you're drinking 2-3 liters of water. You know, and having a balance of wholesome food, and obviously living in a calorie deficient approach with exercise to speed your metabolism up and burn the fat, which is obviously what we do on the Busy Mum program. But Kat, join the free group. We'll be able to go through steps next week to help you set you up for 2019, which I can't believe is here. But I'm growing younger. That's a choice. Grow younger with me, mums. So have an amazing evening. I hope you found value from what I've just spoken about. If you have and you want more value, then join the free 7 days and we will help you stay accountable and prepare you for 2019. So have an amazing night and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Thanks, Monica.